What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 3 of my Total Warhammer 3 Boris Ursus campaign. I almost said Warhammer 2. It's a habit that's pretty damn hard to break. Anyway, as we saw last time, this campaign's been going very, very interestingly as we are surrounded by enemies, which is a really fun position to be in. I'm enjoying it very much. We are being attacked currently at Uskalani by a stack and a half of Skaven, which is quite a few, and I don't imagine that Uskalani will be able to hold it by itself. Fortunately, Boris is getting closer and closer with his stack, though it is still hurt from the battle over at the Howling Rock. Oh, and we're probably going to get a rebellion over at the Howling Rock as well. Wonder if these guys are also going to declare war on us. I would not be surprised. We got to get defenses up and running everywhere ASAP. Anyway, I think we just end the turn and proceed to either fighting this off or getting Boris closer, so let's see what happens. Quite curious. I mean, I'd love to fight a defensive battle, but unfortunately the AI has a tendency to just siege you until your stuff is basically gone. A self-proclaimed truth speaker has been touring the stanitsas, spreading a message of faithlessness. This blasphemer seduces our citizens into believing that the Great Orthodoxy is merely a political construct designed to keep them in line. Clearly nothing could be further from the truth, but we must act. Alrighty, well, we'll arrange a little accident. I believe this thing has an event that if you don't do this, there's another event afterwards, and it can get more negative as I recall, so let's just arrange a little accident then. There we go, and then we can avoid that. Plain of Tzar, rebellion is coming here, but Tzar Nagrund is unlikely to fall with the fairly considerable garrison that is available there. What do we have now? Gates of Tzar, we probably want to get walls up here ASAP. Let's also upgrade Howling Rock, get walls up there ASAP as well. Then, you... I want you to move as far as you can, let's say right here, and then we're going to go into ambush. How long are these guys going to siege for, I wonder? Probably a while. Generally speaking, as long as we don't get caught by, or our ambush doesn't get foiled, I think they will keep sieging until this army is almost dead, as generally, once again, that's what the AI tends to do in this particular game. Now, Falls of Doom, can you defend yourself if an enemy comes? I mean, you've got a fairly decent garrison, probably only if they straight up attack you and not siege you. Let's upgrade Uskalak to level 4, although that'll take all of our money. At least we're still making okay amounts. Let's skip the rest of this, although we want to probably double check diplomacy while we're at it. Let's go quick deal and let us see if there's anybody who's trading. No likes. No likes there. And we could military access with you if we want to pay for it, but that's also kind of meh. Military access. Wow, minus 3.5. You really don't want to trade that much? Why? Why, Zufbar? We have essentially the same enemies. Military access for Carrick Azorn, minus 0.4. Probably not. Alrighty. Looks like we ain't getting anything out of diplomacy. And let's check quickly the quest. I believe somebody commented that there's a quest for the Frost Maiden to attack an enemy town or something, do something to an enemy town, but I don't see anything here. Save the Motherland, perform 10 invocations to the Motherland, 20 units recruitment, Razor sack the following settlement, Tower of Grief, which is too far away. Establish a trade agreement would be nice, but we established all the trade agreements before we got the quest. Maintain control of 3 provinces, definitely going to take a while working on it, and raise an additional army. Once again, take a while. Other than that, I do believe we end yet another turn as we've spent our money. We've gone into ambush stance, and now we try to approach Uskalani via ambush stance. Alright, or will the Skaven attack us? Oh, I see an army back here. Whose army is it? And are they gonna siege us? It is an Orky army. Ooh, a nearly full stack at that. But Tzar Nagrund is pretty decent, I think. Alrighty, Province Plain of Tzar. Yeah, that's the rebellion, that's fine. Control +1 for Yerogny Zinoviev. And anything else to be done here? No, it doesn't look like it. Just save up money to build walls at the Howling Rock. Now you just barely can't reach the enemy. Barely, yes. You are gonna move once again into ambush stance. Let's just pray that you don't get found out. Let's go something right about here. Hopefully that's not too close. I don't want to get too close, as I feel like, and I could be superstitious, but they might be more likely to get the ambush going. There we go. If they siege for just one more turn, we'll be able to. And if they don't, our garrison's still in okay shape if they attack. Especially as these are just, they're only Skaven after all. We'll see. We'll see. Okie dokie. Zorn is cool. We can't upgrade anything there, and we don't want to spend the gold on this thing, even though it would double the amount of growth we get. I don't think it's worth it right now, because we need to save the money for upgrading all 3 of these territories first. The other ones are not as necessary. Atamans, you have a dilemma, or do we have another Ataman? No, we have a dilemma. What do we have here? Fiscally prudent, income from all buildings? Yeah, no matter what this is, we're gonna go fiscally prudent. Most definitely. There's no real other choice. Alrighty. Ooh, yes. More money here. Gives us a better reason to start upgrading these merchant traders, even though the cost is a little bit prohibitive. Let's skip that and the turn. And once again, I'm not spending the points on Boris Ursus because I would like to save them for when he hits his level 12. Further upgrade those bears. Oh, you moved into March stance, but you're still there? Oh, bad idea, buddy. Summon Besiege, Zarna Grund, yes, and Convalescence is ready to go. Recruit a character trained through the Ice Court. And we can certainly do that, but we need to research something first before we can do that. Because I think it's currently impossible. No, not diplomacy, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to see the Ice Court. Yeah, see, these are all locked. Okay, we need to research at least one Ice Court thing. Let's do it then. Which thing do we want to have access to? So, there's Ice Sculpting, but we already have this unlocked. There's Currency Exchanges. Yeah, let's go with this one, so that we can get Currency Exchanges, because Awaken the Land is the money-making one, which is what we need. I mean, currently we have Purge the Steppes, but, you know. Also, we will, speaking of money, we are going to spend some on getting another Palisade. There we go. Gotta get all these things up everywhere. Now are you suffering attrition immediately or no? Because some garrison has run out of supplies and is suffering attrition. Can we fight this army here, I wonder? Or do we wait? It is a walled settlement. If we kill these Skaven, we can just come here and either kill these guys. You know what? Let's start with the Skaven, and then we'll worry about the rest of the stuff. So attack Skaven right now. I know you're hurt, but if we draw out the garrison, they're pretty much screwed here. Go. And you are indeed going to... Huh. Apparently we're not drawing out the garrison. But still, it is just a giant pile of Skaven, and quite a few of them are in March stance. Will we be able to hold the line against this? I don't know. But I'm still willing to try this. At the very least, it should be a fun time. Let's get to it. I mean, we've seen off orcs in massive numbers. Why not be able to see off Skaven, right? Alrighty, here we go. I think at least in part because the Ursun Revivalists economy is absolute garbage. We've been taking some damn fine battles in the sense that battles where we're quite outnumbered, more so than any of the other campaigns going on at the same time. So I've been really enjoying that for Boris in particular. Also very lovely little... very lovely little skybox we got going over here. I'm just missing seeing bats on the horizon, as this is exactly the kind of sky Vlad's bats would be present under, for those who know that skybox tendency from that campaign. Anyway, we have an interesting battle here because there is a bridge in the middle, but the reinforcing Skaven are going to attack us from the other side. So the goal here is going to be to destroy this first army as quickly as possible, then take the bridge, turn around, and try to hold off the reinforcements from the other side, which once again I think is pretty damn neat. And our little Grom is obviously firing at the enemy, but currently I believe is trying to get at the main enemy lord, the Grey Seer. Gotta prevent those casts from coming in, as they're probably more threatening, or maybe not more threatening, but at least as threatening as the entire Skaven army put together. That looked like a hit to me. Yeah, it looks like you just just lost a little bit of HP. Not quite at half there, but 60%. Keep it up, little Grom, keep it up. It's been quite the instrumental artillery piece in slowly assassinating enemy lords thus far. I just praised you, little Grom. Why would you miss like that? Alrighty, it looks like the enemy have moved up with at least its Skaven slaves. Oh, it's gonna pop a Warp Lightning on us. Oh, is that an updated effect, or am I just amazed with all the colors and everything that this game has? I think that it's a slightly updated effect. I feel like all the effects got slightly updated. But Kossar Spears, you took quite a lot of damage to that one Warp Lightning hit. It did, well, I mean, out of your HP, it took more than half. Very nice. Very nice, but at least 30% HP of the unit. Alrighty, well, Kossars, keep it up. We have an Ice Sheet going down to slow the advance of the enemy forces. Looks like the enemy's casting yet again. Damn that spell. And I mentioned before in my previous campaigns, I absolutely love that ability. Warp Lightning is so spammable, and I know I've mentioned before that I really prefer spammable spells like Ice Sheet, but Warp Lightning, on top of being spammable, is extremely effective, again, pretty much all times, and is amazing for defending walls as well, as enemies come onto the towers and get blocked into little circles. Oh, and it looks like the enemy Grey Wizard is getting ready to rout there. We also get an ice ability going down. I think I actually misclicked this one. It's slightly missed, but oh well. We got a better one before, and I'm sure we will get a better one again. Alrighty, and the enemy reinforcements, I believe, are arriving right now, so we have limited time to take care of them. And by them, we mean the first army. Our bear units are charging in together with our Frost Maiden. Boris is also fighting right in the middle of the enemy, but they're sort of just breaking around him like a wave around a rock. They can't really do anything to this guy. Oh, and it looks like the enemy Grey Seer is now ready to rout. We're also down to about half of our ammunition on our Kossars, which is concerning, as we may run out of ammunition when we hit the second army. Plus, there's still plenty of Clanrats and such left to kill over here. Oh, I think one more shot from the Grom will take out this Grey Seer, if we can manage to get the hit in there. Come on, Grom, do it. There we go, here it comes. Oh yeah, flies right into the screen. That was perfect. And down he goes. Enemy Lord is dead, and this army looks to be routing. Gonna get a few more shots in, and man, keep on running out of ammunition there, don't we? Does a lower number of units decrease the amount of ammunition that a unit has in general? Because a unit, I mean, every model in a unit can only bring a certain amount of ammunition, right? I've never actually bothered to check how the ammunition works exactly. I gotta test this at some point, or look it up. No, I don't think so, because look, this unit started right beside each other. This one started with a lot less HP, and this one started with a lot more HP, but they appear to have the exact same ammunition after firing. Wait, so doesn't that mean, yeah, it does have reduced ammunition, right? Because they would have been firing at the exact same time, ran out the same, but only like half as many models would have been firing, right? Yeah, 54 versus 87. Yeah, so it does make sense. So considering the ones that aren't firing, they wouldn't have had their ammunition, so we don't have access to more. There isn't like a sled with arrows following them around, so you wouldn't have more ammunition regardless of how many. Oh, and our bears are gonna charge in, while the rest of our force turns around, getting ready for the attack from the other side. The bears obviously not super concerned about the Skaven killing them, even though they are all anti-large spears over here. Well, not all, but a decent amount. But between the fear that the bears cause and the hefty armor that they're carrying, I don't imagine this should prove too much of a problem. If only Boris was on Erskine right now, we could send him to lead this and then all probably just straight up rout out of this. Alrighty, and I think this is the remnants of this army. There's a few more units that are coming back, but they're wavering, and they will soon be routed. Fortunately, or unfortunately for us, the enemy is coming again. Here we go, a second army, and the first army, you gotta keep in mind, was very tired due to being on march stance. This army is fresh, and thus will be able to do a lot more damage. Now, in terms of the setup here, we've got this little depression, a little valley in the ground, around which we start stood here. I'm hoping we get the slight high ground advantage due to that, but I'm not entirely sure that this elevation is enough to warrant that sort of thing. Oh, there's some nice volleys coming in from our Kossars as well. We could also really use some armored Kossars. Definitely got to focus up a military building so that we can actually recruit some of those to act as our front line. I mean, I was obviously hoping to get the Tzar Guard for Boris, but yeah, if we had a line of armored Kossars to be like down here while these guys all fired, or maybe even two lines of armored Kossars, one firing down with their pistols and one holding the ground, for example, the great weapons in the back and the regular ones in the front, I think that would work very well. Yeah, alrighty, so this army, it's going to get whittled down a little bit by our concentrated fire here, although these guys do have shields. Fortunately, they have low armor, and those are bronze shields, so they take quite a bit of damage from our basic archer units as well, or I guess hybrid units. Probably shouldn't call Kossars archer units exactly. Bow and axe infantry, and what's the other one? Missile and spear infantry, bow and axe infantry. That's a very confusing way to say this. Why would they call this one bow and axe and the other one missile and spear? Shouldn't it be bow and spear? Where's the consistency, game? But I really like that all of these units have different types of weaponry. I guess all the citizens of Kislev have the right to bear arms. I can't believe I made that joke. Well, here come the bear arms in question, and it looks like since we don't have those armored Kossars to hold the line, we will be using Boris Ursus and his Ursus Ursas, I guess, to hold the line for them, as the bears do have the armor once again to hold the Skaven. This is so awesome. I absolutely adore fighting Skaven hordes. It's so freaking fun. There's so many of them on the field each time, and it is just so epic. The only thing, obviously, this is missing is all the blood. This really reminds me of the Total Warhammer 2 modded Thorek campaign that I've been running, and the early game of that campaign has so many of these types of battles with masses of Skaven. Honestly, this isn't even that many Skaven compared to what we encountered there, so I'm hoping to repeat some of that sort of thing, because it's so damn fun. And especially since the dwarfs, like the Kislevites here, had access to a lot of range fire. Looks like these guys are having a little bit of a tough time ranging the enemy, or perhaps because most of the force is fighting the bears here, they can't really fire on them. But yeah, look at that number of Skaven. This feels so right, you know? This is like absolutely something from the lore, with the bears just like, once again, like rocks amid the waves of enemy Skaven. Absolutely love it. But instead of just gushing over it, let's check on what our battle is like. Now, we have lost some troops. We're down to not quite half, but certainly getting there. More importantly, we're out of a lot of ammunition on various units of Kossars, and plus most of them are engaged and now no longer able to fire on the enemy. The enemy have lost about half of their troops, but that is including the second army, so not quite as much damage to the second one. Boris over here is chasing around the warlord, and I am really glad that the enemy leader is a warlord. If they had had another Grey Seer, this could have been much more problematic, or even a Plague Priest to get that breath of I forget the name of the breath ability, the cone breath ability, similar to our ice thing, but the corruptive one. That one's really effective. Yeah, so I'm a lot more worried about that, and to be fair, bunch of Warp Lightnings than I am about a Warlord, which I'm sure Boris will have no trouble killing over here. Otherwise, it looks like the bears, despite holding for this long, are barely hurt at all. Hurt at all. I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah, so you've only lost like 15% of your HP, and you started hurt, and then the other unit is also very much unhurt. Quite interesting. Bears are very nice at holding the line against Skaven over here. I also want to point out that thus far they are wait, not the little Grom. Oh, we also sent the little Grom in to help fight. We also want to point out that the bears are winded and not quite done with their vigor after all this fighting, or despite, I should say, all this fighting. What an epic battle, though. You gotta keep in mind that most of our units are just as basic as the enemy units. Kossars versus Clanrats. Alrighty, has Boris been taking care of that enemy lord? Yeah, it looks like the enemy lord wants nothing to do with Boris and is just running out. Boris is just chasing after him like, hey, come here, I just want to talk. Oh, man. Alrighty, and it looks like the enemy's getting ready to waver. A few more units to bring down, and you see that leadership drop down. The chain route is approaching. The enemy have not been able to break through the bear line and are deciding that they want to fight no more. Gonna take a few more arrow shots in the back and probably have some bears chase them down a little bit. This second army, after all, was not in march stance, and thus we can kill as much of them as possible. I don't think we'll be catching the enemy lord as he runs quite a bit faster than Boris does with his 34 slightly over standard infantry speed. Hopefully once he's on his bear, he can do things like chase down enemy lords, although maybe we'll be using in the future the Frostmaid to do that. She is quite fast, 46. Would you have been able to catch him? No, not really. 44, they're about even, and thus she never would have caught up. Yeah, the bears run, however, at 75 speed, so if Erskine runs at the exact same speed, this will work out. But yeah, we held the bridge. We took a lot of damage. Look at all of our units being pretty beat up, but considering we started the battle hurt, I think that was pretty good. And our magic, while doing okay, we only got 22 kills on the Frostmaiden. Really hurts that we got that one that missed, but unfortunately I think this location had like a lower winds of magic thing, and we barely had access to any casts here. I think we got 2 breath attacks and 1 or 2 ice sheets off, and that was it for the entire battle, much less than we've gotten before. I think we were at 20 winds of magic compared to the 50 we had in the battle against the orcs. So yeah, pretty damn big difference, and gotta be careful when you can't rely on the Frostmaiden. Also, we really need that Tempest Frostmaiden to get that access to the Biting Wind, which is like a weaker version of Wind of Death. So yeah, that would be pretty damn good against a line of Skaven like this, which I imagine we will encounter again. Ooh, a close victory, and it certainly did feel close. I will have to agree on that one. But damn, it was so fun and kind of unique, defending a bridge choke point from both sides. I really enjoyed that, man. I'd love to play it again, to be perfectly honest. The thing that hurt us the most, I think, in that particular battle was the very weak local province wins, as we lacked the magic to dish out a lot of crazy amounts of damage to the giant blobs of Skaven, but oh well, I think we did reasonably well. Now I think we're gonna replenish as much as we can, because we do still have to destroy at least one of these armies next turn. And you're gonna move over here, and then we're gonna attack you again. Alright, let's see if we can reach you still. Yes, indeed we can. I wonder if we can peace out with you for a while after this. Although the dwarves will probably not appreciate that very much. Let's have you attack this. Will we be able to auto-resolve this, or do we have to fight this again? Looks like we can auto-resolve and nobody dies. Alright, beautiful. We'll probably take some casualties, but it is what it is. If we can beat twice as much army, I think we can safely auto-resolve against a single one. Now, once again, I don't want to hurt our casualty replenishment. Maybe we got a decent amount of cash out of that as well. Ooh, and a gambler's armor. That's a nice pickup. Oh, one unfortunate thing, I don't remember if I mentioned this already or not, is that I forgot to do this. Details, I forgot to give the shard blade to him when we got it last time. I thought it was automatically given to him like a quest item, but I guess it's not. No, it is unique to him. So it was just given to him, but it didn't automatically go into his inventory, interestingly enough, and unfortunately. But hey, all good, fixed now. Ranger standard, sure, why not? It's not like we have anybody else to give it to anyway. That's good with you, and I believe now we move. Now, Question, Skaven. Oh, wait, are you guys fighting the Skaven? You are, no, trading with them. Oh, so that, I guess, was another ruin as well. So I do wonder if they'll be willing to peace out now that we've destroyed their armies. Also, Zufbar, wow, we're still deteriorating? Okay, fine. Where are you, Clan? Grittiscales could just go by treaties war. Peace? No dice. No dice, whatever. Anybody want to trade, perhaps? Nope. Anybody want a peace? Nope. Alrighty, well, they'll probably rebuild that army and come back. So I guess you, buddy, are going to have to just stay here, and we're probably going to have to upgrade the place and get a bigger wall so that it can hold on or hold fast or whatever. You're going to have to deal with those orcs ASAP, so move. You know what? Move briefly into Fort Dorjny Vort just because you'll heal up a little bit faster there. We're waiting for that level 12. Get them there. You know what? Let's get to Resettler just for the extra growth for all provinces. It's helpful. And you know what? Enemy leadership -8 for local region sounds pretty damn good to me, especially as we're fighting orcs and Skaven. That sounds about right. And ooh, we get our Erskine mount. Yes, even though that's probably going to hurt our income. It's probably going to make Boris considerably more expensive, but it's what it is. 2, 4, 5... That doesn't upgrade immediately? Okay, well, I guess we'll see. Oh, and now we won't have enough points to get all of this, but oh well.
Excellent.
There we go, got your mount. 255. It actually didn't increase as much as I thought it would. I'm actually very excited to see this guy on his bear. And now you. Let's get evasion and then magical reserves. And yes, I know we probably do want Heart of Winter and to a slightly lesser degree Ice Sanctuary or Crystal Sanctuary for that damage resistance to help out and with the cannot move, and the damage spell out of Heart of Winter. However, we're using Ice Maiden's Kiss a lot right now, and it does do well against the particular enemies that we're fighting, which makes me think that we want to get the level 2 regardless. Alrighty. We got 4 turns until we can get another Witch going. Hopefully maybe one to Steel Tech, or maybe a Tempest one to join Boris's army. If we can get one that buffs bears as well, that would be swell. Let's see. 2,000, 2,000... Probably more beneficial to upgrade this place, but it's even more beneficial to upgrade the settlements. Let's start with Fort Dorjny Vort because we're about to leave the place. Although I'm really, really tempted to just go for the money upgrades, and then upgrade those later. This will increase the growth though, and it'll. This is a slight money upgrade as well, even if it's twice as much for 50 gold. Yeah, I know, just go for one town at the very least on the edge here, and then we will see afterwards. Alright, Boris, you're stuck as you were. You, Yerogny, I think we unsummon you temporarily, although let's get you Inspiring Presence. I doubt that the Skaven are going to come back in one turn. So I think we're safe to unsummon you at least for now. And get the extra cash, yeah, that's a decent amount of money. Alright, let's skip the end of the turn, and let's proceed down to Tsar Nagrund to defend that as well. Considerably under siege as it is. Alrighty, Boris Ursus. Hey, Armor of Ursun. Alrighty, well, suddenly Boris has personally gotten a lot stronger. I'm not going to make that mistake again, and we'll give him this time. What does the Armor of Ursun do? Extra base weapon damage, armor-piercing weapon damage, and melee attack. Alrighty. Boris getting stronger and stronger. That's what I like to see, Boris. Let us march stance now. I'd like to recruit some more units, but it's a little bit late. Oh man, we're not healing all that much. But with the garrison, 17 units, I don't see that being that problematic. Yeah, we have a lot of armored Kossars there. Yeah, we'll be fine. I think we'll be absolutely fine doing that. Now, Uskalak, you have no walls, but you are... We're not at war with whoever's out here, although it's only a matter of time. We could get, for example, the farmstead, which is a little bit of growth and a little bit more money. And we can always delete it. It's such a cheap building, it'll eventually pay for itself, possibly quite quickly. And yeah, what you're supposed to do is mix hallowed forests with these, but... Can't just be building hallowed forests everywhere. You will give us... Oh, and you also increase income from farms as well. But is it local province? No, it's faction-wide. Oh, wow. Yeah. We definitely want farms and these upgrades. Like, we could get one of these next turn if we can manage to get enough / save enough money, so let's try to do that. Anyway, let's end the turn, let's proceed down to those orcs. Plus the little rebellion down here. Hey, Caravan, you want to help us maybe? Also, a few turns have passed, and I want to see if anybody's willing to trade with us now. Base weapon damage plus 20 for all armies of all... Oh, that's disgusting. Base weapon damage? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, that makes certain units like orcs considerably stronger. Damn it. Okay, then. You are gonna go into ambush in your own territory, so go right here. Let's hope that, let's hope that we don't get found out. That would be quite the unfortunate thing. Alright, you keep sieging. We do have 4k again, so I believe we can upgrade one of these. No, we cannot. Only next turn. Alrighty, so then we spend only some money. Not the 2k to upgrade one of these, but let's upgrade one of these farms. Why not? The upgrade is, wait, 1,000? To get an extra 25 gold per turn. And man, that's really steep, game. Really, really steep. But we don't have much of a choice considering how much money we need right now. Or how much we need money. Both. Definitely both. Quick deal. Trade agreement. And Karakazor minus 02 for the military access. But nobody wants to trade.
It is time.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What about peace? No? Really, Clanrats, you're basically dead. Oh, that must have been your last army. Who are you at war with now? Brotherhood of the Bear and Ursun Revivalists. So just us. If these orcs weren't bothering us down here, we could have taken your territories for ourselves. At least these two territories for ourselves. Annoying. Annoying, Skaven. But Skaven do annoying pretty well. It's part of their whole thing. Anyway, let's end the turn and let us see about these orcs. We can get one more battle. I'll certainly play it. They're going to siege us. Really? Oh wow, okay, I will definitely fight this. I'm just shocked. Maybe it's because they have 2 Black Orc units, we just gotta focus those down. Alright, we're gonna fight this in regular battle style, because I think this is the walled settlement, right? So unless there's a breach in the wall that I missed, we'll be just fine. Maybe I'm underestimating the orcs here, but well, the AI was pretty garbage at sieges in Total Warhammer 2. Let's see how they do here. I'm very excited. I've gotten a lot of these. Alrighty, so most of them appear to be starting on that side and just a few on this side. So, in that light, minimal number of troops out there. In fact, let's pop most of you guys over here. How many troops do we need here? Oh, they do have a ram, as well as a decent amount of units. We could get the Kossovite dervishes out here to have them attack the ram and all that stuff, and then move back around here afterwards. They have no towers. Just more rams. Oh, and the rams are heading for, I take it, this gate. Interesting. Tremendously interesting. Alrighty, well then, we'll get a couple of units up here. We need to this is a capture point, so you need to stay here. There we go, that tower is now active, and then this is a capture point. So all these towers are active, and then there's one more over here, which I think might be able to reach them. Let's see. I can't reach them, but what if they start moving this way? Yeah, fine. Alrighty, then we'll get more of these archers up here. 1, 2, 3, I guess 4. Or maybe 4? Because you have better range. Or maybe, no, you know what, 4 right here. Now, in terms of holding the gates, we will use our 2 units of Zargard, as they are probably the best suited to do such things. And then you're going to go here. And then we will have our armored Kossars. I guess we could put them on top of the walls as well. They do have range, after all. So, yeah, let's put you 2 up here. Alright, there we go. We can always take them off the walls afterwards if we should need to do so. Alright, let's start the battle. Towers, all focus Black Orcs, please. Black Orcs must die, because they're the biggest threat on the field. You fire on these Black Orcs, please. There we go. Oh, there's another ram down here as well, that the Black Orcs are carrying, of course. Alright, fair enough. How are we doing out here? You guys can probably target whatever you damn well please. I don't see this being too much of a threat. Yeah, I really don't see it. And as soon as they run, we can hit them with the dervishes. Alrighty, ooh, and we got a decent amount of supplies on top of that. Oh, somebody just got damaged. Was it with a spell? Alright, where is our towers? We can build one, I swear we could build one up here somewhere. Alright, right down here. Oh, maybe we just wait until we get the best one. The magic tower. Why not? See how we're doing out here. That ram is getting uncomfortably close. You know what? Switch specifically to target that ram. I don't like it. I really don't want to making it through. How are those black orcs doing? Still pretty okay. Definitely still alive out there. You guys are all attacking the black orcs, right? Towers. I want them dead. I want their cat and their squig dead. And black orcs as well. Oh, these guys are moving around, maybe to hit our dervishes. How are we doing out here? The ram is still moving. With 4 orcs on it, it's still moving. Damn. Okay, well, okay, there we go. Now it's stopped. Okay, now we're not as concerned. You guys can move around then, and I guess fight these units? Dervishes versus Goblin Wolf Riders, eh? Which are well, they're spears. Pumping pump wagons, what are we? Very fast. 28-24 versus 24-22. Technically slightly better. Alrighty. Wait, the horse, the dervishes are the Motherland's finest? I don't see it. Maybe we actually just move away from this. Oh damn! Did they pick up the ram back? Okay, no. Pick the ram back up. Let's check out the other side, by the way. The rams, have they made it through? Well, this one's about to make it through. The enemies are also climbing them towers, and this one is. Oh wow, this one's definitely making it through. Alright, well, these guys that are climbing the towers are going to run into our armored Kossars, so good luck with that one. The ones that are about to fight the... Okay, you know what? Zargard? Push out here. Oh, we also have enough for our best tower now. So you, best tower, come in. How are you guys doing? Attack that unit? Oh, this guy got through. The gate did not break... How did you break through? What? Did he climb the wall? Yeah, he's exhausted. He must have climbed the wall over. Okay, dervishes, go follow him. We can't be having him capture stuff. Annoying, but funny. You go, dervishes. How are we doing out here? Oh, looks like the black orcs are breaking through, and I do want to see the Zargard in action a little bit. Hey, stop ignoring us. I think we need this unit of armored cut. Nope, they're busy. Okay, go fight those nasty skulkers then. And Zargard. The heck? Damn you, black orcs, that's annoying. Let's move you down here. You are gonna have to fight and help out against them. Let's also move one of you range units back here to fire down on anybody should we require, should we need to do so. Alrighty, and hey. When's our tower coming up? 29 seconds. And how are we doing on this side? Dervishes, you've surrounded that big boss. Great. Everybody else just stay out here. Towers are attacking. Maybe one of you block this gate. Oh, the gate isn't even broken through. Right. Doesn't really matter. How you doing? Use that buff on yourself. It buffs your leadership and charge. We'll have everybody around. Okay, there we go. The black orcs are down. Zargard, finish them off. I don't want this tower hurting you. Tower, do what you want. Probably attack the black orcs. Ooh, what does the attack of this type of tower look like? So this is the 2,000 point tower. This is the first time I've ever built one. Ooh, cool. And oh wow, that came uncomfortably close to our Zargard there. Don't do that, please. Alright, you guys go back here. Oh wow. Nasty skulkers are ripping apart our armored Kossars. This feels like the matchup should go in our favor, doesn't it? Am I crazy? Nasty skulkers are armor piercing as we know. Wait, they don't have the armor piercing stat? Yes, they do. It says armor piercing right here. It just doesn't show it here. Weird. Yeah, 18 is quite a bit. Yeah, 49. You guys go into melee and attack them. 28-16 versus 32-44. The melee defense alone should have seen these guys get wrecked, but damn, well done. I'm impressed at the very least. Oh, and the black orcs are coming back. Let's. Nope, they're dead. Alrighty. Once again, shocked that the AI decided to attack us here, but hey. And I believe the battle's over. They're all just going to rout now. Lovely. Lovely. So we didn't even need to... Ooh, and if the garrison like this can take care of itself, to me that sounds like we go after the Skaven now. And because we're at war with them anyway and they'll attack us, I just want to get a few more seconds of our towers firing at the enemy so that there are less units to worry about next turn or so. Especially those nasty skulkers, I want them dead. You guys move. Probably too late for you to fire, unfortunately. You're still firing, other tower. Could have built another one, but it's too late now. And a couple more shots and these nasty skulkers will be dead. I also want to make sure that those black orcs are dead. 5 units. Okay, that's done. Beautiful. Yeah, 40 loss is pretty damn negligible. I find it extremely interesting that the AI decided to attack the walls here against the walled settlement, whereas against minor settlements where there are no walls, the AI will just sit there and siege until your forces basically have no HP left. Completely different. And definitely not what I would expect. You can get 1,000 gold. I know this hurts replenishment, but get 1,000 gold. It's a garrison replenishment anyway. Alright, there we go. And now... Wait, is the rebellion gone too? Huh, because I don't see it anymore. Well, isn't that lovely? Then I guess, Boris, you are no longer needed here. We could go over here and sack the demon stump while we're nearby. Not a crazy amount of value. Ooh, don't we have a quest to attack the... To attack something down here. We'd probably get a couple more Kossars, though. How many turns would it take to move down here? You know what, start on down here and then move back around for those Skaven. I still imagine that they will be coming back soon. Ooh, 2,000 points, but to add walls to Uskalani would be swell. But you know what? I want Uskalani upgraded before we get walls in Fort Dorjny Vort. And the reason for that is the fact that we have to worry about our other settlement, Fort Dorjny Vort, getting attacked because, or rather, Uskalani getting attacked because it doesn't have walls, whereas Fort Dorjny Vort will definitely not get attacked. Although, to be fair, they're probably going to focus it anyway. Alrighty, well, I believe that is it, and in fact, I think we're basically out of time anyway, so probably a good point or time to call this episode here. Next time, considering that we have a decent amount of defenses, I think we can get a little bit more aggressive with Boris, which, as I said, maybe sack or raise the demon stump, maybe even try to move down here, presuming we don't run into a bunch of enemies, and raise this territory to do the quest. It is down here somewhere, I just don't remember where. What's the quest exactly? Razor Sack, yeah, 2.4k is not too bad. But yeah, at this point, it's just a matter of building up all these settlements, upgrading all the money-making buildings to get more cash, and getting the walls upgraded everywhere so that we can know that they can defend themselves without us having to be concerned and having Boris personally deal with that. Otherwise, we will probably attack the orcs and maybe the Skaven next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.